Alrighty, hello darlings, it's your magical friend Mike A. Sorry for being a bit quiet the last couple of weeks. I've been relatively busy and haven't seen a format that I've been excited to play. But Powered Cube is finally on Arena, so let's have some entertainment. Final seat, where you at? There we are. Let's go. What we got? Any power? I mean, time spiral is power, but I don't think that's where I want to start. Like, time spiral's good, but you need. It's not just ramp. You need lands ramping you. You need like rampant growth and things like that, and that's slowly coming out of cube. So power wise in this pack, it's ultimately kind of underwhelming. It's like you either take Orcish Bowmaster or Misty Rainforest, I think. Orcish Bowmasters might be slightly higher than Misty Rainforest for me, although I wouldn't argue against anyone taking anything else. This nice little red package, burn package there floating. I think we're just going to take the Orcish Bowmaster. If Time Sparrow wheels, that might be a whole game plan. So after Orcish Bowmasters, what? Like if we keep them black, we take Deep Cavern Bat. Deep Cavern Bat. Singular, not plural. So it could be a Deep Cavern Bat, it could be Ancient Tomb, although Ancient Tomb is always a little bit of risky lines. It's powerful, but it's always fetches a little question in my mind. It's like, is a Soul Ring? Yeah, let's go for the Ancient Tomb. Let's go that way. I prefer that idea. Might not be the best idea, but I do prefer it. So next up, always love a little crab abomination action, but at the moment we're not really headed that way. We could get into Tezzeret, and if we find Moxons and the rest of it, that could be a good time. What's the chances that Time Spiral actually wheels? Because if we could set up Tezzeret to be the thing, or although we just keep to a mono black sort of idea, like blackish, we can jump up the curve. Yeah, take Preacher. It's not exciting, but it's currently still on theme. So no black spell to pick up per se. Could we get into there might be a potential to get into here. I think Croaks is going to be underwhelming because you need it to be escaping, so unless you're all fetches, it's very hard to do so. So this might be a sign that green is open. So I think we hedge bets that green might be open. Let's go mid-level and rumble, because that can comfortably go in any deck that can pay green on 2. Okay, so maybe we can slip into this green deck. I mean, otherwise I'm taking Caustic Bronco, which I'm not in love with. Leovold. Leovold is like a second Orcish Bowmaster, and if we're looking at that Time Sparrow, wasn't Time Twister, Time Sparrow. If we're looking for Time Sparrow to come back, that might be nice. Okay, let's go Leovold. Still need to find enough lands to make this all functionable. So I could take cars down as a piece of removal. Don't mind it. Not in love with it. Is this the one I know? No, this is not the one I know. This is Commander 1. 2 mana, 2/1 trample, beginning and second main phase. If attacked, counter, and food. That's pretty nice. But let's just take the tutor. Right. Grief is a good shout here. Although I think I probably should take the Fatal Push first and hope this wheels. Nice to see the... I wonder if the commands are coming back. I see there's charms in the Strixhaven set. Currently I don't want this command. I would like Grieve, but I need actual removal. So let's take Fatal Push and start there. So I'm either taking the, I think I'm just taking the on color dual land. Although I like Wistfulness, I like Utopia Sprawl. I think there's like one card in this whole pack I don't want. But if I'm currently looking at being loose Golgari, let's just have lands that help us cast them. Okay, back to the start. Didn't get my time spiral back. I could get on the Explore. I could get on Michelangelo. It's not really doing a thing. Razorlash Transmogrant. If I find like Bitter Triumph, that sort of thing, this probably goes up in value. But let's not be reliant on that. Let's just take Endurance. Might not wind up playing Endurance, but if we do, it's going to be pretty decent. I mean, Michelangelo into this Ouroboros would have been quite nice. Yeah, Ouroboros can run over the table, so that's quite nice. Do I want one drop or do I want late drop? Currently not doing rampy things, so let's just take the Chocobo. It's probably not really game plan. We'll take Mana Dork. I like the sound of Mana Dork. Bronco could be fine in here. I don't think I want Blood Artist, but we'll pick it up. Alright, Thicket. Oh! So, this is Power 9. It's a Moxen. It is Power 9. However, this is all the Power 9. I should not take this, but I always want to... I should be decent to myself and not take the Oracle of the Alpha, but it is all of the Power 9. Let's just be decent to myself and actually take the Moxen. Oh, that doesn't feel right to me, but it is correct, probably. Let me just shuffle this stuff around a little bit. Currently unconvinced by Leovold, but definitely could get tempted too. Am I just slipping into this like a Golgari lands deck? Because this exploration looks awfully tempting. Other than that, I could leave the exploration. I could take the Scythe Cub, prioritize fetches. Yeah, can prioritize fetches. The Moon Shadow would also work this current plan. Now, Time Twisted, Live Old, Orcish Bowmasters, that's got to be the pick. It does commit me to have an awfully awkward mana, but I can live with that if I'm doing something that feels kind of broken. So I do significantly need to pick up my removal suite and my card selection. Let's pick up the Polluted Delta because we want fetches more than I think I want more fetches than anything else at the moment. You can always pick up a duel. There's more than nothing at this point in time. I would like Night Whisper, but let's take the fetch. Suruk wouldn't be bad. I've only got 2 cards in this pack that I really want to see back. I'm not going to be upset if Michelangelo's the only thing that comes back for me. This pack is a thing. Nothing's obvious. Baubles not worth it. Maybe we grab. I suppose we could take Dorothy Voidwalker, but I don't think we can be black enough to make it good enough. Let's take Deluge because I've been asking for removal, and that is big time removals. A piece of removal, fetchable land, tough choice. Let's. There'll be other lands. We've already got 1 Golgari land that we can fetch up, so that's fine. Piece of removal, piece of card draw. Let's go piece of removal. You can easily run out of removal as long as you've got just enough card draw. You got everything you need. Another landfaller, sure. I think I've been asking for too many cards to wheel. Lotus Cobra, that's a bit of a payoff. I'm not ramping hard enough for the portal. Sure, let's take the Cobra. The Cobra can actually help us fix for blue as well. We will take Night's Whisper. I don't think I'm in a bad place. Going into the last pack, looking for 4 cards. If I could show, I would like a Thoughtseize thing. I would like the only yeah. I think it's just kind of like a Thoughtseize thing that I'm kind of really feel like I'm missing out on. I mean, a on-color second Moxin sounds great. Would love to see Mana Drain come back, but that's not going to happen. What's likely to actually come back to me? Possibly the Bowstrider. I don't think I'm excited about that. A Seeker's Chariot. I would take it in a Seeker's Chariot on the wheel. But yes, let's get in the Moxin. Are we taking Fetch Land? We could potentially take Fetch Land. I could see Bobbin, but I did just ask for Thoughtseize style effects, so let's not pass up on this Inquisition. Possibly want another 1-drop, I guess. Tireless Tracker could be another landfall payoff thing. Elven World Oddity could just be another decent top end. I wouldn't mind shifting Woodland so I can repeat or a Boroid. A little bit of a tough one. Unless I control a forest. My forest count's going to be stuck a little bit low. Let's take the tracker, so at least as we're playing lands we can value Show and Tell isn't doing me anything. Thundertrap Trainer would be nice, but it's fine. Let's take a fetchable blue source. Wouldn't mind Evolved Sleeper coming back. I would probably play that Beseiju as well. Am I picking up this multiversal passage, or is there something more valuable for me? I could see running the Batter Skull. Maybe I just do need something at the top end that's hard to interact with, because I've been seeing this in standard and it's annoying. So either going for a overpriced time walk. I'm not going to be blue. I'm not going to have enough blue sources to justify this. Harvester's Misery as backup Toxic Deluge is not a horrible idea. Triome, yeah, sick. And then there's nothing here for me. Maybe we take Urza's Bauble. Maybe we will end up playing it. I currently don't have intentions to. Is Archfiend of the Dross any good? I mean, it sounds strong. I don't think it's good. Let's take the Seeker's Chariot like we hoped. Grist. Grist has the range. Graveyard Trespasser might just be. Yeah, Graveyard Trespasser is maybe a slightly better mid-rangey card, which where I'm sat kind of looks like we're going into mid-range pile. Alright, that's a free shift in Woodland. I did ask for the Sleeper to come back. Anything here worth it? Roland Soul Trader, maybe we play it. Goif, probably not playing. Okay, a non-horrible place. Let's split them up. Okay, so we've got. Let's count up blue sources. This one's blue, this one's blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue sources. 5 blue sources is lovely. Let's not forget the Moxin. But the Moxin's unfetchable, so a little less. I mean, I think I'm probably cut on land for the sake of the Moxins. Decide if it needs to be a swamp or a forest in a moment. Let's have a look at the rest of this deck. So trying to cut at least 7 cards, right? So I think it's quite obvious that I think this is going to wind up being quite the mid-rangey pile. We've got enough land for the things that it's not a bad plan. I'm not in love with Tarmogoyf. We don't have, neither have an artifact nor a. I mean, we have an artifact, but we don't have a planeswalker, so it's going to be just super vanilla. I think this is fine, but that's not the game plan. Do we have enough bodies that Caustic Bronco's fine with? Not really. I think we're mostly trimming on creatures more than spells. Like our spell suite over here is fine. It's like missing one more Thoughtseize type effect that would make me feel really happy. Maybe we're just a lot more green than I want to admit. If I ditch the Evolved Sleeper, then we've got turn 1 green. That's going to be quite important, so it would make easier cut for the lands over there. We've got We've got answers for opponents going wide. I think I want to gamble on endurance not being good enough. So let's cut on ace one, and then what else is worth ditching? I don't have a great graveyard interaction in that, so Malevolent Rumble could be a bit wang. Yeah. 2 mana for a land and its ions, not really great. Like, the only thing that's really interacting with the graveyard is the Trespasser here, and let's more focus on dealing with opponents' graveyards. So, I like my spell suite. What's my worst creature? Possibly Chocobo? I think it is cutting the graveyard Trespasser. This way we just have a generally nice enough looking curve, plenty of interaction, and some womboing with Time Twister, Leovold, Orcish Bowmaster. Some ways of finding it. Yeah, this is unexciting, but I think it'll be fine. We've got 18 mana sources. Yeah, let's rock this. Alright, let's get into game one and see how this deck functions. Yes, I'll keep this hand. It's a little bit of a slow and steady kind of hand, but I think that's ultimately what we really want with this deck. Yeah, we'll keep Ouroboros around. So we can Ouroboros on 3 if we really want to. I think I most want to. I want to see a hand and I want to take out into. What am I pitching? I think we'll ditch the island. I think we've got enough fetches to find our islands a different way. Yeah, let's just strip you of stock up. So opponents uses the consider. Do I want to use Inquisition to take out Flage? No. I mean, I could. I don't think it's good for me. I think I'm just going to drop the Ancient Tomb and Ouroboros. I feel like opponent's got to find some decent removal to catch pace. This just wants me to discard a card. I'm fine with that. Having a second black source here would have been quite nice. We are going to do this though. Discard a card, take out Minsk, pitch Ruby, put the Triumph down, and slam. I feel quite comfortable. I don't like it. So we get to Inquisition next turn, get to check out what the plan is. From what I've seen, it's like, is it plus? Yeah. Is it in a bit? Spells and Flage and Minsk and Boo. Opponent's deck does look very nice. I would like to Inquisition this turn. I want to know your secrets. Let's get rid of expressive iteration. I think that's the only major thing you've got to claw you back into this game. Take 2 from the tomb, drop Seeker's Chariot, go to... I should have maybe made crude a Seeker's Chariot so it picked up some counters, but I think this is fine. I feel like opponent's got a lot of things to go right here. I could crew up a Seeker's Chariot to block Boo, so I've got Shifting Woodland unlocked. I doubt it's necessary, but options are options. What can they do from the graveyard? Not a lot. They will have double red, double white next turn. So they can flage now. You're going to bounce or a Ballroid, that's fine. Flage me to 9. I don't think you get nice combat. No. That wants 4 to crew it. I think I'm best off just kind of going a bit wide here. Let's slam both of those because you do have to block something. Get the halfling down first. This maybe cost me a little bit too much life, but gets me nice and wide. Opponents well away from the Shadok Isle, so they can't do that. I believe my opponent's just going to flage up. So I can be on 4. And I don't think opponent's going to have enough blockers left over to deal with my board state. Okay, they're on 8. Got a creature in the graveyard that I care about? No. Target permanent in my graveyard. Okay. Yeah. I'm not convinced I have other options. I'll be getting a lifelinker if I do that. I'm not convinced I have much of another option. I think that forces opponent to make some blocks. Okay, yes. So that was a very quiet turn. Doing the math whether I can get away with the attacks and the rest of it. Um, yeah, well, that's a win. First win under the belt. Game 2, let's go. Coffee refresh, game 2, let's go. What are we kicking off with? This is nice. Yeah, sure. We're gonna have a lead on the halfling. Probably gonna plot this pillage the bog on the next turn. Opponent's another loot tree deck. Yeah, sure. Let's plot this. Okay, so a second green away from this Aura Boroid coming down. But I think we're just going slow and steady this game. Just polluted Delta gets an untapped green source. I don't think so. So, I mean, we can get the polluted Delta down this turn. Maybe the attack's worth it. It's not going to matter too much. We're just going to keep grinding. Malcolm, pop it. Pop Malcolm before they get too much value out of it. He's fine by me. Delta's gonna go get one of the Surveil lands. I mean, I feel a little bit bad that I've used that fatal push when the Cram Host is coming down. I do want second green, so let's get the mortuary. We've got blue mana in hand. Inquisition is not a bad card to have there. Let's lead on the Inquisition. Let's see what we're playing into and around. Okay. So, Pinoclame, Serial Days. Yeah, I guess we're taking days because we don't care about the rest of it. Let's drop our land. Let's drop Aura Boroid. We'll wait on the pillage the bog. The more cards we see, the better. Draw 7, thank you. Okay. So probably looking at a turn cycle that is just using up this removal to get in. Let's take out the Seed Shark. Let's get Leovold down there. Let Ouroboros do its thing. We've got lethal on board for next turn. Let's go find our follow-up plan. guess we take Time Twister as a Leovold down. That's could make for GG's. Palantir at Orthanc, don't mind. I've got very little on board, so opponent better have some removal. If you're just making a blocker, that's not going to help. I'll draw a card from Leovold, and I did see you can't draw the additional cards, so you have to mill, land for turn. I mean, there's a bunch of ways we win. Go face, go Time Twister. Just a little overkill, because we can. That was entertaining. Alright, game 3. Okay, this is a bit of a weird hand. I don't think I mind it. Basically just need an underground mortuary to find a fetch, right? Pillager Bog is nice there. Leatherhead. It's not going to be a bad turn 3. Can't turn 2 it. Can at least try and turn 3. Contamination Priest, that's fine. Just keep mana up for this. Go for the throat. We'll take 2. Let's see if they play out something more threatening. No. So let's. We don't need to use Ancient Tomb. We can play Woodland. We can play Ruby. We can play Leatherhead. Although playing Leatherhead. Yeah, let's play Leatherhead now. It protects itself, it's large. Agent Bishop is going to grow the priest a bit too large for me. Bishop down, tomb down. Chariot down. And slams. Decline. Let's keep that Hexproof about. Suplex in my chariot. Seems perfectly reasonable. I mean, I'm going to call it rude. Okay, let's tap that. Let's have a few more cards for myself to play with. Yes, let's have a tireless tracker. Surveil, make a clue. Chocobo. Chocobo's a bit late. Let's just go in with the Leatherhead. Yeah, I think I'm pretty comfy. Like a blasphemous act or something like that's going to be painful, but this is fine. Okay, that's just a lot of bodies. So I do have two lots of black mana to play with for the sake of Leovold. I think the attacks here and here. If there's a poor block, we can crack Clue. Yes, let's crack the Clue. Brilliant. Opponent's down to 5. No need to do anything too rash. Let's go. Yes, let's plot that. We can have an Orcish Bowmaster in the end step if we really want. We can make for a deep dig with Pillage the Bog and Leovold if we want. Wide options. We'll see what makes the most sense in their end step. Okay, so you can make something swole. Okay, so that's just going to be a very large, not just a very large lifelinker, okay. Presumably just max size the Sage and get in now. Yes, so I go to 7, you go to 11. Do I want to put myself to 5 for this Orcish Bowmasters? Yeah, sure. Because I just want to be on board. My turn. Let's see what we can find. There's the Time Twister. So Time Twister is going to allow me to shoot for 7. I get to clear out the Mutagen Man and Contamination Priest, yes. It's all lovely. 1, 2, 3, and then... Alright, that'll do. 3-0. Let's go. Alright, round 4. See if we can keep this streak alive. That's a very enticing hand. Need to try and be good and remember what my fetchables are. Got to decide whether I'm collective brutality, whether I'm here or here basically. If they're going wide, obviously it's Toxic Deluge. If I'm not, then we're not. Okay, we'll let them get a bit wide and we'll solve from there. Do I want Triumph or do I want the Sewer? I want Sewer more than I want Triumph at the moment. And we do want Black Sauce. We do want to leave old into Time Twister. So let's just get our colours set. Ancient Tomb into Toxic Deluge would be in a very expensive plan. Let's see your hand thing. Pitch here. Can't presume opponent actually has an instant sorcery in hand that I want to take away, but we might as well check. Okay. So opponent is mostly on creatures in hand, so this is fine. Anointed Peacekeeper is going to have a butchers. Anointed Peacekeeper presumably going to name Toxic Deluge. What's this called again? Solitude. Yeah. Toxic Deluge named, pretty obvious. Let's get Leovold down. If Solitude is used, we've got get card draw. Threaten to trade with the Peacekeeper. With any luck, we just get to fire off this Time Twister and have a real fun time. I'll take 4. Does that change anything? Not convinced it does. I'm not sure if this Toxic Deluge is doing anything, so let's get Cobra down. Ancient Tomb down. We'll make a black mana. And we'll go for the Time Twister. If opponent Solitudes, probably going to Solitude away Leovold. I will, yes, I will draw a card. It's not what I want to see. We'll let it clear, gain the life, and fail to push the Peacekeeper. Okay. Not the end result of the turn, but I think that puts us in a slightly nicer place than we were. Mother Runes, very nice for the opponent. Do feel as though I need to find that Toxic Deluge again. Let's go Cub. Let's go Fetch. Here. Make a black mana. What you're working with. Yes, we can take out the Conqueror. I think I do want to get this down now. We're just racing our opponent's top deck. Yeah. Let's get our second Scythe Cub trigger now. I think I definitely do need the selection. Let's get this Cobra Swole. Really don't need another land at the moment. Mox Ruby is not doing me anything. Can I attack? You put it up to a 2/3. It's a 4/5 on your turn. Yes, we can attack with Lotus Cobra now. shoot, forgot about that Mox Diamond over there. Okay. I might have just wanged myself. This has not gone well. I mean, it's been fine. Just upsied into thinking that they couldn't. 6 mana, they've got 6 mana to make a 7/8 with protection from all my stuff. I'm going to be dead in 2 turns. Presumably, the opponent's not got anything else that they should and or need to do. No blocks available. I'm at 2. My ancient tomb is doing me nothing. Let's see if we can cycle this way into something more useful. Toxic deluge, that's cute. It's not good. Alright, a little bit of a whiff. Silly error there. Couple of silly errors, maybe. Not seeing the Mox Diamond, definitely a bummer. I don't think I mind the resources exchange with that Time Twister though. I like the hand, it's just a little awkward. Third land on a Moxin is going to be perfect. Okay. So that smells like some control action from our opponent. Okay. Get the Maya down. Go get Mortuary. Dig it. Dig it real good. I don't mind Fairy there. Yeah, let's go Mortuary. Go for the throat. I don't think go for the throat's going to be good this matchup. So it's going to be Bone Shards pitching a card. I don't think I need to beat Teferi, but I think it'll be easier if I do just clear it. Play a black, and we'll pitch. We can pitch Scythe Cub. That's fine. Got a Seeker's Chariot next turn, and if we find another green source, we got or a Ballroid coming down soon. Kind of want to preserve this Fatal Push for something larger. Okay, Ancient Tomb coming down. Ouch. Have we got anything more than Mystic Confluence in hand to counter? Spell Pierce would be upsetting. I mean, there's several things opponent could have that would be upsetting to me right now, but they're just going to surveil away, that's fine. So next, provided they play out a land, the next turn with the Confluence up is going to be frustrating, but we can play around it, I think. Opponent's got a face-up counterspell in hand, so we should funk with it. Okay. I mean, they put themselves into top deck. We'll just animate the chariot just for the fun of it. Now we do have second green. Is it worth dropping Orbital right now? This might have us poorly playing it into a dodge. I think we're best off plotting this turn. Don't need to do a lot right now. I mean, Thundertrap Trainer is going to be getting in, but it's not pressure. I think this Pillage the Bog being on layaway is a lot more important. Possibly be able to find another body so we can actually animate the chariot before combat. Let's go have a look for something. You can see a lot of this deck. Bowmaster. I like Bowmaster, Leovold, both nice. I don't think Inquisition is great. Leovold might be good to upset Teferi a little bit. Let's take the Orcish Bowmaster. Yes. Moxamber down. Let's get the Ouroborid out there. Okay. Don't mind that. Maybe I should have flashed Bowmasters in as well. I'm going to respond to Fairy's thing. Ding there. Resolve your thing. Extra ding there. Opponent does have 5 cards in hand. They do know about the Ouroborid. We could wind up being a little bit awkward, but I think should be alright. 50-50 chance that they see a new card out my hand. You can take it now, or you can wait for my draw step. Excellent, even better. You have a land to untap. I think we've got to start chipping at Teferi, otherwise we're going to lose to it. Opponent's got 4 cards in hand. Let's see if we can lead with that. I want to tap better green. There's a small chance this goes quite nicely. Let's crew here. Let's go to combat. Chariot can go out to Fairy, Bowmasters can go at you. Colonnade can block Bowmasters. Shit. That's where I've gone wrong. I mean, at least Taveri's dead. Okay. I mean, if I had a left black mana available, I could have failed pushed the colonnade. Yeah, Mulder. If I'm losing because of back-to-back Earths, I'm gonna give a break before I play my next round. It's okay. Okay, this Gideon. What's this Gideon doing? So, taxes are 5/5, makes 2/2s and buffing emblem. Okay. Copies up something in my graveyard. Can I have this be a... I think I'm just happy to clear off that. Chariot can get crewed that way. Overboard at Gideon. Chariot at you. So the... I don't want a Time Twister. Maybe if I can shift and Wildwoods the Bowmasters next turn, maybe we can go for it. Miss Moors. Okay, so probably no. Until end of turn. Okay. So I think we can do this now. I want this to become that. And then I want to do this. Doesn't deny you the cards, but we get a load of pings from the Bowmaster. Take out the Miss Moors. Definitely one there. That should be, let's confirm this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the Miss Moors, 1 for one of the moths. Bloodstained Mire, go get Swamp. Fatal Push, the Moth. Seeker Chariot, ridden by Ouroboros. Woohoo! Okay, I'm still going to agree that I made my mild mistake back there, but it worked out. I can't say I was expecting this deck to run as well as it has, but it is, so way. Why couldn't I have got a green Moxen? But we're keeping this hand for sure. Small question where we're leading here, where we're leading. Yeah, let's go Delighted Halfling, so we've got turn 2 Tracker. We can just get fills. Oh my god, another Lutri deck. Fair enough. Chocobo down. Swamp. Moxen. Go! I guess this game we get to see how this Chocobo actually lines up. Bit of a weird pickup in the draft, but it was mostly a filler pickup. Sure, you got 2-2. Let's get the Bowmasters down. We got the mana for it. Ain't nothing gonna hurt if we just use it. Tireless Tracker down. Okay. Raw dog in the dick. But we've got a lot of pressure on board, and barring them having, what, Day of Judgment or Wrath of God, they've got a lot of things that need to answer, and we should be drawing at least more than one card a turn for a little while. Time Twister would be quite hot right now. I'd take the Time Twister, get rid of their loot tree. Cheeky little boy out. Cheeky little mug out. Okay, Bowmasters and Halfling gone, I presume. Oh, Tireless Tracker's gone. That's okay. You're gonna get... Okay, not gonna get in. Very brave. Let's use this in the forest, yes. I mean, yeah, let's use Inquisition. Let's see what you got. Anything we really care about? Nurturing Pixie seems most annoying. Although Agent Bishop is going to grow your team quicker than I can grow mine. Just got to keep applying pressure. Yeah, Agent Bishop gives them a chance to just sit back and wait, I think. I can see a world where they're dropping Pixie, picking up Lens and play it again. They might want to try and give them runes. Alright. Pixie, pick up Lens. Play Lens again. It's going to make it awkward for me to attack through. That's not a bad draw. Yeah, we'll just slam it out there. Do you have... Because clearly Chocobo gets double blocked, probably Pixie and the unequipped one. Or probably both the tokens, so if I was to attack, you've got a double block to make if you feel you must block it. So we can go for the choke the mana by killing the... How do I know which one is equipped? Fuck's sake. That one is highlighted. That one is highlighted. Okay, yes. Kill the one that's equipped first. Because then hopefully you've got to choke your mana a little bit to re-equip it and stuff. They're playing slightly unlimited resources with missing... What's this going to be? Second miss land drop? Okay. We'll catch them back up. How much does it okay. Pretty cheap to re-equip. The idea was nice. So Seeker's Chariot can get double blocked again. If I'm in Mersey, presumably I'm re-equipping. No, just making another body. Okay. Don't mind this spot. Do need to draw some gears. Alright, opponents, steady, little steady Eddie action. Okay. Would not mind seeing a fetch. I don't know. I don't know what I need to draw at the moment. Deluge. Toxic Deluge would be one-sided grass. That probably wouldn't be so bad. Lotus Cobra was not really what I had in mind. But I guess we do play out the Cobra. Play out Cobra. Crew up. Like, Rebel and Leo can get in front of Chariot if they want. I'm getting to add to my board. I should have probably attacked with the cat. This one could have definitely attacked, give a reason for Giver Runes to maybe try and chump. But I think keeping wide is as important as anything else at the moment. Opponents 2 for 1 themselves. Adding to my delirium count. Sure. Trades. Okay. If Elspeth is dropping, we could be in a rough spot. A couple of 1/1s. Sure. Deluge is still a pretty good draw. Go for the throw is less exciting. Let's just attack with all. Let's leave Delighted Halfling back, but everything else can attack at Elspeth. Trade with a cat. Trade with a cobra. Double block another cat. Jump there. Yeah. And then when Give a Room goes protects Pixie, we'll go for the throat in response. Okay. And then I've got Shift and Wildwood, so I can get into other things on my next turn. Oh, it did. Okay, that's even better. Okay, couple of 1/1s. We got this. We've come this far. We'll get the rest of the way. We'll see what we draw and see what we need to do with the Shift and Wildwood. Is there any value right now? No. Go to turn. That's not a terrible draw. So abandoned air temple is going to be a thing. I think think the line is shifting Wildwood into a Seeker's Chariot. This go like that. This might be slightly wrecking my slight wreckage. I don't think it's bad. Still do feel like we need to spend time dealing with Elspeth, and this delighted halfling can threaten to get you a little bit. We'll copy a cat. Alright, this, okay, yeah, so Air Templed. Well, we're keeping the tokens clear from Elspeth, but we ain't doing a lot more else. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't great. No. Did I have any more value that I could have done? Don't think so. I think I've got more than I've still got plenty of a chance to catch up in this game. Possibly there was a world where I needed to use that go for the throat and give her runes. I think that's okay. Opponent might have finally found their corner. Yeah, I'm done in 2. Possibly. Yeah, I'm done in 2. Need a good draw. Toxic Deluge is still not a bad draw right now. It's not Toxic Deluge. Yeah. So 4 lots of 4 coming in the air at me next turn. Okay, not technically not dead. Figuratively, very dead. But that was the turn for Toxic Deluge to do enough. No idea what my next best draw is. Time Twister can do a lot. Okay. I can be going to 2, opponent to be going to 20. Presumably I'm going to 6 and they're going to 16. Yeah. And then can I have a Time Twister, please? No. Alright, no need to play any. Well, out. Oh, no. Couple of better draws, maybe we get back into it. I think I like this hand. I get a turn 1 Inquisition. That's nice and easy. Yeah, this is the easy part. Okay, Faithless Looting or FOMO? We can manage the FOMO in a bit. Opponent's got an interesting brew on. Got to be prepared to get flashed. Let's draw a couple of cards. Okay, that'll make for a nice curve. Ancient Tomb, Preacher, Fatal. Okay, so... Well, we know they don't have a reanimation spell, but they could. They could just rip it and we got an Atraxa to deal with, but we got Bone Shards. I think we should be alright. Palantir or Thank. So the mill's going to be painful. Probably going to be painful. We got Ancient Tomb in play. I will lose the life. What you got for me? You got one? Okay. Let's get the Sapphire down, let's get the Delta down, let's get that plotted. Get to attack with Preacher, make a lifelink. This is all fine. Delta could go for Underground Mortuary, that'd be nice. I've seen Pillage the Bog in every game that I've won. That might be... I don't think that's a notable point, but it'd be good to know. Okay, just pitching lands. It's fine. Another Goyf, yes. Let's go hunting. Let's go Mortuary into... Tireless Tracker. Don't think so. I think I need a little bit more action. I think I'm willing to risk the mill again. Top though. You can draw a card. Don't. Yeah. Right. Let's have the Surveil. I don't want to lock out. Let's go digging deep. So if I take a removal spell, I get to jump in for 3 this turn. Does level up the plane. Yep. Let's just get slams on. Draw step in tomb. So they've got a way to reanimate. Right, that's what that means. They've got Gristlebrand to reanimate. Corpse Dance, Animate Dead, Reanimate. It's wide range. I probably should have left that go for the throat in hand. That would have been a thing. I could have Bone Shards the Necrogoyf and then kept on going for the throat for whatever they're about to reanimate. Silly boy making lessons as he goes. It's alright. Alright, so just another Goyf. Okay. I think you can draw a card again. Although I can almost presume that's all your fat is gone. I don't think I can take. I don't think me taking 9 wins me the game. Yeah, we'll slam with everything. Lose a life, draw a card. What's Shift and Wildwood doing for me? Tireless or Tifa? Okay. Shift and Woodland can come down. We're going to Toxic Deluge to clear the Netherglyph. Oh. Yeah, sure. I got nothing. Yeah. That's fine. It's not actually good, but it's fine. You can push that, okay. I can Wildwood it back next turn if I really want to. Evora. Okay. So Worm shuffles. Does it shuffle anywhere? Everything? Just shuffles it. So I really can't let this all thank Mill. You can have a card. Let's do that. Let's have the tracker. Going for turn. Attack. Maybe block. You don't block. I want coloured mana left over. I don't think I need to bone shards Ivora. Okay, Sin's gonna be fun. Okay, you got to tap the track, so that's okay. Getting a counter on that woodland is quite nice. Got to figure out if I need to cycle this triome. So opponent is on 6. I have a removal spell. Okay, let's go to my turn. You can draw a card. Okay, my turn, let's draw. Scythe Cup. Oh, it's so close. If it comes in as 4. Try list tracker. We have to use the bone shards to discarding the cup. Play this as real land. Get clue. Draw a card this way. 1 point off. Damn it. Ah, I should have played the Scythe Cup. Played the land. Use Bone Shard sacking the Scythe Cup to get rid of the blocker. Oh. Boobs and butts. It was a weird line to find. Alright, 4 and 3 run. Very mid-rangey. Good value. Got to do the Time Twister funds. Missed a very weird line in that last game. Yeah. Alrighty. If you've gotten this far, please like it, subscribe, do all that good stuff to the algorithm, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ra!